Your last college football game, it's going to be bigger than the Dakota marker, squaring off against South Dakota State. What does this game mean to you, and knowing that on Sunday at 1 o'clock you're going to be on that field in Frisco one more time?
I mean, it's another huge opportunity for NDSU, for the state of North Dakota, for the Bison. Being able to come back to Frisco and then play an opponent like SDSU, you can't really wish for anything better to come. So hopefully it's storybook ending.
And when you kind of look at the entire what this game is about, you guys have had so much success against most everybody in the country. The only team that's really been able to beat you in Fargo has been South Dakota State over the past handful of years, but you've been able to best them in the playoffs. How are you guys going to try and use that as motivation or maybe as adjustments to say, hey, you know what, you might have bested us in the regular season, but it's our time in the playoffs to win that national championship?
Yeah, we've had 3 weeks to prepare, and we've been here before. We know what it takes. We know the schedule, what works. So I would say just relying on our preparation, but it comes down to on Sunday at 1 o'clock, who's going to execute better. They know us really well. We know them really well. And so it's going to come out to executing and who plays better.
When you look back at that early season matchup against them, what can you say has changed about this team since that time? I know we've seen some injuries along your team, along the offensive line at running back. What's changed about this team, and what has helped propel you to get back to Frisco this season?
Yeah, I think it's just maturing as a team. I know defensively we had a lot of young guys playing in that game due to some injuries, and coming into this game now they have a ton more reps banked under their belt and experience and confidence, and so we've been playing pretty good football here in the playoffs and hopefully rolling that into Sunday.
What can you say about those redshirt freshmen that have taken a lot of snaps this year and played in significant games throughout the playoffs? They've really stepped up. There's a lot of youth in that front seven. So, I mean, number one, speak about how well they've progressed during the season and how you've been able to hopefully mentor some of those young guys as well.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down to our preparation. It's a huge advantage to us as a school to be able to make the playoffs every year and have all these weeks stack up on each other that other schools don't make the playoffs, don't get to do. And so our young guy development is a huge emphasis during these weeks and these bye weeks coming up to Frisco. And so those guys just gaining more experience, learning the defense better, knowing what SDSU is going to do better. And hopefully they would come and tell you that I've helped them along the way in mentoring and teaching them, showing them what it means to be a Bison.
Now, when you talk about that process, we've heard a lot of NDSU players talk about that first, your redshirt year, your freshman year. It's tough. It's a grind to work through it, but all of the upperclassmen always tell them, look, it's going to be worth it. This whole process is worth it. Have you had conversations like that with some of the freshmen?
Every single year, you got guys in your room that are coming in, top dogs in their high school like all of us were, and now you're the little fish in the sea up at being a freshman. And so you got to remind them, man, that it's going to take a few years with Kramer at the dining center, building your physique and learning the defense, but it'll all pay off in the end. So, yeah, I've had that talk a few times.
How important is Coach Kramer to this program? I mean, I've heard other people talk about him. I think he's obviously very important. What are your thoughts on Coach Kramer and that strength development program you guys have?
Yeah, he's kind of the backbone of this program. I probably spend more time with Coach Kramer than I do my own wife. And so, I mean, he's just teaching, not only just developing guys in the weight room, but developing championship people. I know my father always talked about, yeah, we want to win championships, but more important than that, we want to develop championship people who are going to do it in the classroom, off the field, in the community. And Coach Kramer is someone who knows that and instills it in the players. And you see guys come in as boys and leave this program as men.
What you were just saying about younger players, how does everybody deal with coming into the program and feeling that pressure to continue the success that preceded?
Yeah, I would just say for the young guys, like the biggest thing we're harping on them is buy into the program. Buy into the preparation, buy into that redshirt year where you get to develop. You don't got to worry about playing. You can just work on getting your body weight up, getting stronger, learning the defense. So I would just say buying into the program.
Because of the success South Dakota State has had in recent years, what is he doing differently that made them so successful?
Yeah, I mean, they have great players on their team. On the offensive side of the ball, they're loaded. Wide receiver, running back, quarterback, up front as well. And in the last 3 games, they've honestly just executed better than us. Like I was saying earlier, but we know them well, they know us well. And so it's going to come down to who can execute. And unfortunately, the last 3 times that's been them, but hopefully on Sunday we can change that.
It do make you look slimmer, though. I'm saying.
Well, the last thing I have, just South Dakota State. How fitting is it that not the Dakota marker itself is on the line, but that rivalry is that final collegiate game for you, and the fact that you get to lay it out on the field for 16 more minutes against a team that it's the only one that's besting you this year. Now you have a chance to right that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting opportunity for us, for the state of North Dakota. Just kudos to the Midwest, honestly. You got North Dakota and South Dakota in the FCS Division Championship is a pretty amazing thing, and like I said earlier, hopefully a storybook ending for NDSU.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it, man. Good luck to you on Sunday.